If you're watching this right now and you're between 20 and 35, you're standing in one of the most important windows of your life. You currently hold the most powerful wealth-building asset in existence. And no, it's not crypto, and it's not real estate. It's time. More specifically, it's your compounding runway. Most people don't even start thinking about building wealth until their 40s. By then, they're already fighting against the clock. But you're ahead of it. Every single dollar you invest today can be worth 10 to 20 times more than money invested later in life. But here's the issue. Nobody really teaches us how to invest properly. We are taught how to save, but saving alone won't build wealth, especially in a world where inflation quietly eats your money every year. If you actually want financial freedom, you need a system. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple but powerful framework, the 5 leverage investments. This is how you go from surviving paycheck to paycheck to actually owning your life. Let's start with the first one. The first investment is the one most people overlook because it doesn't feel like investing. It's investing in yourself. Think about it this way. Your life is a business, and your income is the engine that powers everything else. If you're earning $40,000 a year, there's only so much you can invest. But if you increase that to $100,000 or more, everything changes. That's why your 20s should be focused on building high-income skills. These are skills that are in demand, hard to replace, and highly paid. Skills like sales and persuasion, coding and AI tools, data analysis, and content creation. Let me give you a simple example. Person A invests $5,000 into stocks and gets a 7% return. Person B invests that same $5,000 into learning a valuable skill and lands a job that pays $20,000 more per year. That's not just a return. That's a complete income upgrade. And now, that extra money can be invested consistently going forward. Here's the strategy. Don't just chase information, invest in transformation. Pay for mentorship, pay for skill building, and take care of your health. Because if your energy is low, your output drops. Your body and mind are your first assets. But watch out for this mistake, consuming without creating. Buying courses without applying them is just expensive entertainment. The market doesn't reward knowledge, it rewards execution. The second investment is where leverage comes in. If you only trade time for money, your income will always be limited. There are only 24 hours in a day. Wealth comes from building something that works even when you don't. That's what a system is. Today, a system doesn't mean owning a factory. It could be a YouTube channel, a digital product, an automated online store, or a simple app solving a problem. Something that produces income without your constant presence. If you have a job right now, your goal isn't just to work harder, it's to build something on the side. Use your evenings to create leverage. Use AI to speed things up. Automate what you can. Delegate when possible. If you only have one income source, you're exposed. If that income stops, everything stops. But even an extra $500 per month from a system changes your life. It covers bills, reduces pressure, and gives you room to invest more. But don't fall into the trap of quick money promises. Real systems take time, usually 12 to 24 months, to fully work. Stay patient with results, but aggressive with effort. Now we move to where your money starts working for you. If the first 2 investments generate income, this is where you grow it. Let's start with stocks. When you invest in the market, especially through index funds, you're not gambling. You're buying ownership in the biggest companies in the world. You're investing in progress itself. Historically, markets have returned around 10% annually over the long term. And the real magic? Compounding. If you invest consistently from age 25, the results can be life-changing. Wait just 10 years, and you lose millions in potential growth. Time matters more than timing. Now, real estate. This is powerful because it allows leverage. Banks are willing to finance most of the purchase, meaning you control a large asset with a small amount of your own money. One smart strategy is house hacking. Live in one part of a property and rent out the rest. In some cases, your tenants cover your entire mortgage. You're building equity while living at little to no cost. The key strategy here is automation. Set up automatic investments so you don't rely on motivation. And avoid trying to perfectly time the market. Waiting often costs more than starting early. At this point, you might think stability is boring. But this is what keeps you in the game long term. Think of your portfolio like a ship. Stocks are the sails, they drive growth. Bonds are the ballast, they keep you from flipping when things get rough. Bonds are essentially loans. You lend money and earn steady interest. They're not exciting, but they're reliable. And their real value shows during market crashes. When everything else drops, bonds stay relatively stable. This gives you something powerful: opportunity. At this point, you might think stability is boring, but this is what keeps you in the game long term. Think of your portfolio like a ship. Stocks are the sails, they drive growth. Bonds are the ballast, they keep you from flipping when things get rough. Bonds are essentially loans. You lend money and earn steady interest. They're not exciting, but they're reliable. And their real value shows during market crashes. When everything else drops, bonds stay relatively stable. This gives you something powerful: opportunity. You can shift money from bonds into stocks when prices are low. Instead of panicking, you're buying at a discount. Without stability, most people panic and sell at the worst time. That's the real risk. Not the market, but your reaction to it. The final investment is what protects everything you've built. Diversification. Putting all your money in one place is risky, no matter how good it looks. True wealth is not just built, it's protected. There are 3 ways to diversify. First, across assets, stocks, real estate, bonds, and a small portion in higher risk options. Second, across industries. Don't just focus on one sector. And third, across regions. Global markets don't move the same way at the same time. Here's a simple approach. Put most of your money, around 80%, into stable, diversified investments. Then use the remaining 20% for higher risk, high reward opportunities. This balance gives you both security and growth potential. But don't overcomplicate it. You don't need dozens of investments. Keep it simple, clear, and consistent. That moment doesn't come. Every day you delay is a missed opportunity for your money to grow. So here's a simple action plan. Start learning one high-value skill. Set up a small automatic investment. Begin building something on the side. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to start. Because your future self is depending on the decisions you make today. And trust me, you'll either thank yourself or wish you started sooner. If this helped you, subscribe and join the journey. I'll see you in the next video.